Monday the 12th, CNN, Minnesota National Guard deployed after a protest over a police killing of a man during a traffic stop. Hundreds of people protested Sunday night after a black man in Minnesota was shot by police officer, and died following a traffic stop in Brooklyn Center, a Minneapolis suburb. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, who's a Democrat, identified the man killed in Sunday's incident as Daunte Wright, who was 20. The governor said, "Gwen and I are praying for Daunte Wright's family as our state mourns another life of a black man," listen to this, "taken by law enforcement."
Wow.
That's the governor. Police said they were trying to take a man into custody after learning during a traffic stop that he had outstanding warrants. The man got back into his vehicle and an officer shot him, police said. The man then drove several blocks before striking another vehicle. Police said the man died at the scene. She shouldn't have shot the guy, but I'm telling you, I've tried to get this through to everybody. When a cop pulls somebody over, they don't know what's going on. And right now, with all this stuff that the United States people are pouring on the cops, they're anxious, more anxious than they've been ever before, because they don't know where it's coming from, right? This lady cop's been on the job 26 years, and they said something about a lack of training. That's baloney. I worked with the cops. The training is great, but when they get in a situation, this guy started resisting. Everybody does this in a stressful situation. They have a taser and they have a gun. And she pulled the gun thinking it was a taser. Sorry, that's an accident. She's probably going to go to prison for manslaughter at least. She didn't intend to kill the guy. You heard her yell, "Taser, taser." Her camera, you can see, is a Glock. Amen? So I just want to tell you, you can't judge cops like this. There are bad cops. There's bad people, every color, doesn't matter. But this thing is fueling the destruction of the United States. Let's see, from Statista.com, the number of people shot to death by police in 2020. 457 white people were shot to death by police and 241 black people. Twice as many whites as blacks. This isn't a black and white issue with the cops. You know, there's accidental shootings, but if you're going to try and resist the cops, you better be counting on the fact you could die. That's all it is. That was stupid. Number 2, Fox News. Biden taps Tucson, Arizona Police Chief Chris Magnus, who is a communist, as nominee to head the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. This guy hates Customs and Border Protection. See, I put it in here because he's appointed by the mayor of Tucson, who's also a communist. I said, Comrade Magnus has been quoted in opposition to Arizona's tough 2010 laws against illegal immigration. He shouldn't be in office, period. Number 3, Eretz Shiva. We will not allow Iran to obtain nuclear capability, Prime Minister Netanyahu says as Tehran blames Israel for the Natanz plant attack. The Jews got in there and blew it up. Eretz Shiva. U.S. President Joe Biden's administration recently demanded that Israel cut down the chatter concerning alleged attacks against Iran's nuclear facilities. The U.S. officials reportedly told Israel that leaks by Israeli officials concerning sabotage operations against Tehran's nuclear program compromise U.S. efforts to bring Iran back to the negotiating table. Nuts. The report follows this week's explosion at the Natanz underground nuclear facility. On Monday, Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif blamed Israel for the attack and promised revenge.